Hey guys, it's Ginger. This is story time part 2, scene edition. But yeah, I'm all seen. Got the fancy makeup. Googly eyes. Sexy faces, right? I don't know why. Anyway, so this is part 2. I jingle. Sorry. This is part 2, and I guess I'll just start. I'm not going to talk as long as I did last time. And thanks for all the feedback, guys! Got like 1 response, and that's because it was someone that requested. Orange juice, the best crap in the world. Anyway, I guess I'll start. So since this is written in log format, I have a lot of the person who takes the logs notes in it. So if it gets confusing, just let me know. If you read it in person, like if you read it, it makes more sense. But when I'm reading it out loud, it doesn't really make any sense. So I'll start off with a... Alright, so the girl who records this name is Mare, so I'll just I'll just continue. Alright. Zakira came to me asking if I wanted to continue my recording of the time she had before she arrived at the 1129 department in the GM headquarters. I had no idea how the girl would react, but I wanted to get this on paper before she died. Okay, so this is where I'm starting on the story, back in the storyline. When she woke the next day, it was mid-noon, falling into evening. Garth wasn't in its sleeping hole. She felt a chain thrown on her. The chain was littered with the carcasses of rabbits. Food! You couldn't make the fire, I'll skin 'em. She got a fire started, and Garth had all the hides carrying over the fire. Only so many cloaks back at the HQ, he chuckled. The silence and the... Sorry, my handwriting is horrible. In total silence, the warrior took down the hides and inspected them. Nice! He folded the hides and tucked them into his pack. This night was cooler than the last. When are we getting there? She shivered. Garth pulled a heavy sweater out of his pack. Here. She tugged the oversized garment on and picked up her pack. Really? When are we getting there? She asked. In about another night or so. Depends on how fast we move. She fidgeted with her sword hilts and growled, What if we run? Garth thought for a moment. Oh, before sunup, I believe. The girl took off down the path with the warrior close at foot. The two, by sunup, were exhausted and approaching the grounds of GM. The two walked toward the front gate. Name authorization to enter the main grounds, the guards stated as they walked closer. You know who I am, dopes! The general thonked them both over the head. He pulled an ID out and pushed it against the scanner near the door. The door slid open, paired with an access confirmed. The two entered the main grounds. All the officers and men in service marching across the courtyard was quite a new experience for Zai. He took her to the building simply marked Special Operations and held his identification against the scanner. The door opened and the pair walked down a labyrinth of hallways. As the two marched through areas of classified operations, Garth opening all the doors, all the way to the doors with a golden 1129 over it. He pushed the buzzer in and was responded by a warm, How are you, dear? Name and number, honey. Sorry about that. I don't quite know what to do for Aristeal. Garth deposited his ID card back in his trouser pockets and grunted, You really need that, Aristeal. She heard a giggle through the intercom and the buzzing of the doors opened. Garth, she giggled. You haven't changed at all. They walked past the desk through a doorless hallway simply named warrior's last stand. They reached a set of doors. Garth turned her toward him. Good luck. He took her pack, and she turned towards the door. Why am I nervous? He chuckled and patted her back. You're pure of heart, perfect for this place. Fix us cold old bags. He winked. She took a deep breath and exited the room even before I could finish the last sentence. It's 5 minutes. Yeah, I can continue. Alright, hold on. Alright, so this is back into the reporter's writings. It's not quite the storyline, but it's still kind of interesting. Zai hasn't spoken to me in days. I'm afraid she won't want to finish the log. She's also prone to go off on some war stories that we fought in also. Who knows? I always wondered what went through that girl's mind as she went through the tryouts. I just hope she'll come back to me and continue the log. I'll report back in a few days if she doesn't come back to continue the recording. 111-391-6610. Alright. It's pretty much, there's 200 months per se, and then in each of these months, there's 1,000 days, and pretty much just the year. They're older than us, and they keep time different than us because they're a different race, and my hair's not fluffy. Okay. It's been 9 days since I've spoken to Zai. It's been 5 since anyone has even seen the girl. In the past few days, speculation has been she took a trip home to refresh herself, but I believe she's trying to escape the past. It's not like this girl's run away from anything. I received a post from her husband about a day ago. He posted saying he wants to record how he met Zai in the 7th realm on an undercover operation for human slave trade, which was outlawed in it's 6,610. It's been outlawed since 5,984. That's a long ass time, because they do use human years and human hours and stuff. Right this minute, I just want to finish my recording in Zai's first time outside of her kingdom. Which this is continue after 3 hours. Continued 3 hours later. Spring is near over. It was a cool winter this year. Summer's Eve is this year. We're going back to the place where we got captured the year after. Zai joined 1129. The capturing army was her very dear older brother's military. What an asshole. It's one of my favorite characters, though. The battle to get out was more terrifying than any other I had been in. I just hope the girl is safe. She's fine. Just letting us know. Sorry, I'm a spoiler alert! Sorry. It's finally summer! Zai came home and she agreed to continue the recording. Yet, before we began today, I thought I should update current events. The parade is tonight, then the gang is going to Long Lake Moestan. The Midsummer Festival is in 100 days, and I'm excited for it this year. This year's hosts are putting on a poetry slam, and I plan on to win. Yeah. Again this year, fencing is the highlight of the fair for us. Amira and Zai began being knights and all. Zai's husband posted again. He really wants me to log the mission. Well, I have a summer's fast errands to run. Over and out. This is the next day. Actually, this is like 3 days. Oh, this is 17 days. 17. Well, Zai should be returning in near days. I know Cillian and her husband should arrive a few days prior, on the 20th to be exact. I'm interested with everything to do with the 7th realm, so this should be fun. Syl is here! Zai sent a messenger and said she'll be a few days, so I want to do a log for Syl. So pretty much it's the 7th realm, the date, Cillian's name, and it's classified. So it's classified. Anyway, I think I can get through this. Like, Okay. Slave trade. Great, let's go get killed, Cillian thought to himself. He sat at his desk in the 1120 ward, reading up on his next stop. It led him to a sector near a gate, the seventh realm, in the 38912 planet in a country called America. His operation started him in a high school in the state of Florida. The location is highly cleared for my recordings and ears. He looked at his new identity, 17 going on 18, 6'1", brunette. His team persona loved to drink, smoke, and do drugs. Disgusting, but I guess, he said over the divider to his boss. Cillian signed the line and slid the folder through the slot. Very good, Sil. Go start preparing for the SOP. Sil yawned and started to nod off. This might not be a good time. Oh, wait! He went back to the barracks to collect the few personal items he brought with him. As all ops, clothing, a home, family from GM was waiting for him once he arrived. Once he got the room cleared, he took off for the transport area of the GM grounds. He sat in the processing room, glancing at the people around him. It was men and women of every size, shape, and color. He heard a familiar voice. The great General Garth Gaigo. His heavy gait was paired with a light feminine step. The girl had shoulder-length auburn hair and big blue eyes. Her tall, slim body was hugged by a peach sweater dress and mid-calf boots. Syl was taken away by her aura and her beauty. She trotted to the Colonel Leodanis Lasinius. She gave him a warm hug and followed him into the back. Syl fidgeted in his seat. His name was called and fell into the back room to be searched. He walked to the back door to the transport area and saw the girl with Leo. They stood waiting in front of the door to the train he was taking. So, Leo, are you going this way? Her voice was light and strong. No, just getting you to the gate. Leo winked. She giggled and picked up her bag and embraced him. Thanks, Leo. Oh. This character will be introduced soon in a couple readings after this. So let me keep reading because I have 3 minutes. Hugged her warmly and said farewells. She stood facing the door. Syl inched up next to her. She looked at him and gave him a cute little smile and went to fish IDs and papers from her shoulder bag. They boarded. She took a seat in her room alone. Instead of pursuing the beauty, he took his place with a short, skinny, middle-aged man and an older man with long legs and a soft upper body. He dozed off and opened his eyes. The room was dark. He slid the door open and stepped out. There was a lit room, but gorgeous girl. Syl asked if he could stop for a thing. I nodded. He stood up and told me I should arrive soon. So, okay. Let me explain. This, which Leo will be introduced soon. I'm so excited to introduce him. So, kind of what happens, it's Cillian, he is in a sector of the special operations where he pretty much goes and infiltrates stuff. Like, let's say they'll put a spy out in a slave trade or something, out into a drug ring. That's kind of how it works. But it's pretty much everything is set up perfect and your entire persona is created, and it's believable. And just so you guys know, most of these characters are demons unless I say otherwise. I don't like using humans, but Cillian, I don't really know how to explain what he is. He pretty much can see aura. He can see your aura of yourself. And that's one reason why I fell in love with him. So, if you like it, comment below and tell me if I should read more. Shout out to my good friend Dakota. He should be watching this today. And thanks for subscribing, whoever did subscribe in the last day or two. And thanks for watching. Bye.